In this trade breakdown video, I'll be showing you the FundingPips dashboard, my personal trading journal, and also the exact trade analysis using TradingView. I will break down how I took the trade before and how I did entry management during the trade, and of course where I exited and what happened. But in short, I'm just going to give you a very quick summary. It is one loss and one break-even trade today. So yeah, it is pretty good one. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next part. So this is my trading journal, and you can see I've taken two trades today, one in USDCAD and the other in gold. All right, so USDCAD, we'll focus on the USDCAD sell trade first. You can see all my stats, and you can see that I've executed it during your London session. It is a London silver bullet entry. You guys can pause this right now. I'm just going to go into the chart so I am able to easily explain it to you. But you can pause it right here and take a view of what the trade is like, right? So now let's get into USDCAD. All right, so this is the same analysis that I've given in today's daily analysis video. And you can see that, so there is this 4 hours order block, which is perfectly aligned with all of this beautiful inducement, right? And you can see the proper trend line liquidity build up as well, and price sweep previous week's high. And so this zone had everything for it. So this zone was technically tapped yesterday. All right, so this zone was technically tapped yesterday, one day before basically. So, and price gave me a change of character right here, right on the 15th. And so today all I'm looking for was a draw Fibonacci for this entire swing right here, and you can see that there is a perfect 1 hour order block aligned with OTE, perfectly aligned with OTE. So you can see that there is a 1 hour block perfectly aligned with OTE, and you can clearly see a pretty good movement as well down. But now let me come into the entry, right? So the entry criteria, as you would have seen, is a 5-minute entry, right? So today during your London, so this is your silver bullet session. So today during your London session, price tapped the 1 hour order block, and all I was looking for was a inverse fair value gap, break a block, and of course an MSS, and we enter the trade. That's pretty much it. So that is what we got here. You can see there is a tiny inverse fair value gap, there's a break a block, and of course there is an MSS in the same place. And I've taken entry on the 50% of the breaker block and put my SL above the swing. And you can see that price immediately gave me a good push down. So all I was looking for was a structure break, right? So the moment price went into this portion, I changed my SL from here to here. So the next thing that I was looking for was either price to give me another move down. So I eventually put my SL in cost to cost. So that was my entire plan. But what happened was, I considered this as a change in structure, right? I considered this as a change in structure, which is my mistake. It is not a very good change in structure. As you can see, all three levels are in the same line, right? And because of that, I put my SL cost to cost. And the moment I put my SL cost to cost, price literally came back into cost to cost, took out my cost to cost SL and gave me full TP. So that is pretty much it. And even if I were to use SMC on this trade, like let's just say I'm going to use your 5 minutes for your SMC, you can see that price gave me a change of character around this region. I would have entered somewhere around here, put my SL right above here, and I would have still hit SL, right? So instead of an SL, I've taken a cost to cost entry. One more entry that I could have seen is price sweeping London high during your New York Open, right? So this is your overlap session. Price swept London high, still tapped in the same zone, and still within the 50% of the zone, and then we can see the clean move down. So this is a pretty good move that I could have potentially taken. All right, and now let's coming on to the next trade, right? So this is your gold trade. You can see the entries wherever, all the stuff that I've correctly marked down. And this trade, it was executed during your New York silver bullet and during your overlap session, and you can see that. So this is what I have marked. Again, you guys can pause the video, see and understand what I have done before going into the next session, but I'm straight away going to go into the charts once again. So coming on to the charts, let's get into gold. And yeah, so on gold, what you can see is that It's pretty simple. All right, so this is my gold plan for this week, again as notified in my daily analysis video as usual. So all you can see is price given as a BOS right here. So once price breaks this, price gives us a change, and price gives us a BOS on the bottom. All right, and price broke that again towards the upside. So all I did was draw Fibonacci, aligned this 15-minute zone with equilibrium and OTE, and you can see that from this zone you can see price has jumped up, right? So even in CAD my analysis was right, even in gold my analysis was right, it is still right. And but the entries are yet to be coming properly for me. But you can see that the 15-minute zone, there is two zones. There's one 15-minute zone right here and there's another 15-minute zone right here. So I just pulled both of them together because again, this is also below equilibrium, and this zone is particularly in OTE, perfectly aligned with OTE. So this one is a more higher probability one. But again, price came into silver bullet, right? So coming back into the 5 minutes, coming back into the one, sorry. Yeah, so on the 1 minute, so this is your silver bullet session, right? This box right here is your silver bullet session. And you can see that price, they gave me an inverse fair value gap and a breaker block and an MSS right here, pushed perfectly right here. And I set my entry 50% off the breaker block and I was waiting, but price literally went all the way here. So this is like almost a 1:1.2 maybe. Price went till there and then eventually tapped my entry and then eventually straight away went into SL. And after SL, what can you see? After SL, price is moving in the same direction that I have predicted, also given us full TP, took out SL and given us full TP. So now this order block, so wherever price moved from, this has aligned perfectly with this one right here. So this 15-minute order block right here, you can see that going on to the 1 minute. Going on to the 1 minute, you can see price gave us an inverse fair value gap right here and an order block right here, a breaker, IFVG, and your MSS was given right here. So if I were to enter from this breaker block right here, I would put my SL here. I put my SL right here. This would be my entry, and I would target a 1:3. Let's see if I got a change on the 5 minutes though. So if I were to get a change on the 5 minutes using 15-minute zone, the change should have come right here, right? And then we would need a good retracement around this region maybe, and then only we can enter. So yeah, so again, the analysis was right, execution is still a little bit rusty, a little bit problematic, but we will get there slowly. If you really like this video, do hit the like button, and of course do subscribe. And if you guys saw anything else that I missed out on these trades, do let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.